Lesson 54 Strict Mode. 1. Introduction. What strict mode is. I want you to see strict mode as a React development tool whose mission is not to change what users see, but to act as an internal inspector during development. It adds no visual output, it does not modify the final interface, and it has no effect in production. Its purpose is to help us detect potential issues in our codebase early on. 2. What strict mode checks. Its extra behaviors in development. When we enable strict mode, React becomes more vigilant and reviews our UI components under several rules. It forces an additional rendering pass. This helps uncover whether our rendering logic is not pure, meaning if it contains side effects that could trigger unpredictable bugs. It re-executes effects by performing a mount, unmount, mount cycle during development. This helps detect effects that lack proper cleanup, such as incomplete teardown of subscriptions, timers, listeners, or other resources. It verifies callback references by running their setup and cleanup more than once. This reveals situations where we forget to release references or assume the reference is assigned only once. It warns us when we use deprecated APIs or non-recommended patterns, encouraging us to adopt modern and correct React practices. 3. Why strict mode is useful. Key benefits for development. Strict mode provides several advantages for writing robust and maintainable code. It helps identify hard-to-reproduce production bugs before they reach users. By detecting side effects, memory leaks, or deprecated API usage, we reduce the likelihood of silent failures. It encourages best practices, ensuring components are pure, effects are properly cleaned up, and legacy patterns are avoided. This leads to clearer, more predictable, and more maintainable code. It strengthens long-term maintainability. Since the code must withstand extra renders and internal checks, it becomes more resistant to future React updates, migrations, or refactors. 4. How and when to apply strict mode. Strict mode is not mandatory, but it is strongly recommended for new projects or early development phases. It can be applied to the entire application or only to specific parts. This gives us control over which parts of the code should be monitored more thoroughly. In team environments, if there is disagreement about enabling it globally, it can be introduced gradually or on a per-module basis, keeping consensus in mind. 5. Risks, peculiarities, and how to adapt. A few things to be aware of when using strict mode. The double rendering or double execution of effects can be surprising at first. It is normal to see things run twice in development, but this does not occur in production. If components are not designed carefully, for example, assuming they mount only once or failing to clean up effects, strict mode will expose underlying issues, which may require refactoring. When using strict mode, we must ensure that effects and references clean up properly. Events, subscriptions, listeners, timers, callback refs, everything must be torn down correctly to avoid leaks or unpredictable behavior. 6. Conclusion. Why we should use strict mode. In essence, strict mode represents a proactive commitment to code quality. It does not provide visible features for the end user. Instead, it acts as an early warning system that alerts us when something might go wrong in the future. It promotes better practices, protects us from subtle bugs, and improves stability and maintainability. For any serious React development team, it is worth considering as a standard part of the workflow.